What is going on, everyone? One Shot here today with a video about something that I'm personally very excited for, and that's the Trials of Osiris. Trials of Osiris is, if you don't know, it is a multiplayer game mode that is coming with the new Destiny map pack House of Wolves, which is being released on May 19th. A little bit of info about Trials of Osiris in case you haven't heard about it or don't know too much about it. I'll give you a brief description of it. It is a 3v3 game mode, sort of like Skirmish, which was a 3v3 standard TDM game in Destiny's online Crucible feature, but it has a bit of a twist where you can you don't respawn. There's no 10-second timer, so once you're dead, but you can be respawned. So it's in a way kind of like Search and Destroy, and Bungie seems to really really be emphasizing how competitive and how strategic they want this game mode to be based around, and they want their players to take it very seriously. There's no matchmaking allowed because they think that you won't have the communication skills required to play this sort of game if you were to just find a random player that Destiny was to find for you. And that's very, very interesting because it's almost like competitive Destiny in a way, because the rewards for this are absolutely amazing, but at the same time, in order to get those rewards, you have to do some pretty, you have to go pretty far and accomplish some pretty big things, and with how hard Trials of Osiris already is going to be, that's going to be something that is not going to be very easy to do. So, going into it, I thought I would share a bit of info about my classes and what I would be doing to prepare for the Trials of Osiris. So right now, I'm going to show you some setups that I would probably use and some strategies and stuff I would use. So I'm going to go off and start with putting on Red Death as my primary. Now that would also take up my exotic weapon slot. My Red Death I would use because with the, I guess you wouldn't say recent, but it was fairly recent, the update that buffed up the damage of pulse rifles really seemed to have a nice impact on Red Death as far as the Crucible goes. It's really good in PvP, especially headshots. If you get a headshot, you probably only need about one burst or two bursts more to the body for a kill, and I've really grown to like Red Death and Crucible, so that would be my primary. Now for close up, I usually prefer what are these, fusion rifles in the Crucible, but I also tend to drift a bit towards shotguns. Only certain ones though. Fellwinter's Lie, this is an Iron Banner shotgun, and I absolutely love it. The only thing that I'm not a huge fan of is the fire rate. As you can see there, it is very low, but it is still as you can see, the impact is very high, and it really works wonders. The range is not bad for how high the damage is, and it really is a gun that I really just love using. And I think that with the Iron Banner, the fact that I got it from Iron Banner, I feel like I'm having a bit more advantage in the Crucible. Now, I should not have Hunger Crit on. Corrective Measure is my heavy gun that I would use for this, and I think that that's probably a pretty good choice because I have, in my upgrades, I have the, maximum ammo capacity, so the magazine goes from what would be standard of 58 to 100, and I'm pretty sure heavy gives you heavy weapon drop would give you 2 magazines, so that's 200 bullets if I were to stay alive the complete time and not die before I used all my heavy. And the Corrective Measure is an absolute beast in Crucible. If you guys haven't used it, please try it out. It is so good. The fire rate and the recoil is just so well blended and balanced. Like it's not one of those guns that has, that shoots way too fast or shoots way too slow. It's just absolutely perfect. It takes maybe 7 or 8 bullets to kill someone if you hit all of them, and you get, like I said, 200. So it's really a great gun for your heavy slot. Now for my second loadout, I was thinking about going with either Abyss Defiant as the primary, which is a really good auto rifle actually, because of the upgrade that I like to use, which is called Focused Fire, same one that Service Regime has, about when zoomed in the weapon fires slower but causes additional damage. That's really good for headshots also, sort of how like the Red Death was. or I would go with Gileon's Demise, which is a really, really good scout rifle. Also got this from Iron Banner last time it came around, and I was very fortunate to get it. It's really great. The only thing is the rate of fire is a bit slow, but the impact is really, really high, and it gets the job done very well. So if I were to keep either one of those two guns on here, it would leave a spot open for an exotic, and I would definitely fill that in with Plan C in my secondary slot. And my Plan C only does 300 attack, which does kind of suck, but if you guys, I mean, whether or not you guys gave yours to Xur, I didn't give mine to Xur because I didn't want to lose all my upgrades. As you can see, I maxed it out, but yeah, I just didn't want to lose that. But if you guys have it all the way up to 331, that would benefit you guys even more. And now over here with armor, this is my loadout. It's just all Crotazen raid gear, and then the Mask of the Third Man. The Mask of the Third Man's perks don't exactly benefit me for Crucible, except for you could say the last one about Arc Blade using less super energy. If you don't know what that means when I'm using Arc Blade as my super, I pretty much get a longer time with it. Now I think I got this from a helmet engram from Xur, and I kind of just kept it, but I'm thinking about using it because I feel like if I were to equip this, it would bring down my intellect here. Before I go back to that, my intellect here is 100, so it's 100%, and it's 380 is way high for intellect, and that gives me my higher supercharge time. And my discipline here is my grenade charge time, which is currently only at 38%. Sorry, and my strength is at 0, so that's my blink strike. Now, if I were to take that off and put this Knucklehead radar on, that would fix my dilemma here and give me a bit more strength for my blink strike, but that's what the debate is, because the main reason I would switch it is because of the perk at the bottom, which says radar remains visible while aiming primary weapons. I feel like that would be very, very useful for being in a competitive Crucible game, but I don't know if it's worth swapping, or I don't know if it's worth swapping the helmet, or if it's worth doing all the bounties to rank up that helmet in time. I mean, I have plenty of time, but I just don't know if it's worth it or not, so I'm just gonna, I'll figure it out. But that's it for my preparation of Trials of Osiris video. Please be expecting a ton of Trials of Osiris videos once that comes out. I'm very excited for that, and also be prepared for many other videos about Destiny's expansion, Prison of Elders, the Reef, all that kind of stuff. More will be to come, I promise. So I will see you guys later.